next topic, which is foundation. Ah, this is going to be very hard to discuss without saying anything.
We could probably, yeah, probably have to wait until all 10 episodes aired for a
Yeah,
spoilers discussion because I just reading about the show and how complex it is, and from the man who it's from, Goyer. It's David S. Goyer. It's a very deep show that you need to really happened. I haven't seen the first three episodes yet because I want to sit down and actually watch them properly with no distractions and really get into it. But Kissy, fire away.
yeah. So basically, this show is it spans across centuries, and it's basically adapted from Isaac Asimov, and he is basically the foundation for a lot of Star Wars, Star Trek, and everything that you see today. He was inspiration for that. So this show, based on his text and stories, is definitely going to be in such a huge scale. You expect that, right? The trailer was pretty amazing. I just couldn't believe that this was a streaming service show because apparently they are fake movies, right? Uh, so I just couldn't believe that what I was watching. Look, the scale is very, very huge, but there are so many characters and such a rich world here that you need to watch a lot of episodes to fully grasp what's going on because there's, like I said, there's multiple stories spanning across centuries. And there are so many characters and so much is going on that at first you'll be very, very confused because it puts you right in the middle of an event. Um, I won't say what exactly happens, but there's this world you get introduced into. It's very futuristic. There's a sky bridge that extends from Earth up way up into a space station kind of thing, and the Empire is living there. And the elite people are living there, and Earth is basically just a planet, right? I don't even think it's Earth; it's just a different planet. So yeah, that's basically the setup where you get dropped into, and the scenes keep
Yeah,
happening, and you don't know
and
what's going on.
it says kind of the plot online: a complex saga of humans
Right,
are scattered on planets throughout the galaxy,
right,
all living under the rule of the Galactic Empire.
right. And you basically get. I've seen the first three episodes, and you basically get the gist of. Okay, so the main purpose of the show, the foundation purpose of it, is that their civilization is collapsing and they need to pass on their knowledge of whatever their technology or their knowledge about everything that exists is to the future generations who will have to start from scratch. So you can think of it as before our time, even like imagine they existed before us and they were super highly civilized and technologically advanced, and after them now we started again. So basically that's the foundation they set for us. So that's what I'm getting at. I don't know if it's in the future or I don't know if it's happening before us, but the way you see it, it's very futuristic.
Or and let me ask you this, because so people are saying they don't know if it's in the past or if it's in the future. Do we get to see Earth in the first three
Nope.
episodes? Okay, so what if the show is taking place right now? Is that another theory?
No, because they show a lot of different centuries. Like I said, it's like there's
Okay,
time jumps of like 500 years.
so there could be a period
Yes.
where they are showing a story that's happening in our
Yeah.
world, right? Like on parallel to our world right now.
Yeah, but
Okay,
so far they
that's
haven't.
interesting. But yeah, um, so like you have this empire that kind of rules everything, and I presume there's the rich, as you said, and then there's the kind of the poor as well. And like, is there kind of from what you're gathering, is there kind of like a group that's going to rebel against this higher
Yes, of course.
empire?
So there's the Empire, there's Rebellion, there's First Order, there's everything like that. So everything you see in Star Wars,
So,
it's there. But I think it's
so watch
done.
just watch Star Wars.
No, but I think Star Wars is kind of a very much more marketable, type of material. This is very complex. It deals with um, a lot of themes that Star Wars didn't. Um, I think if you wanna watch what actually Star Wars would be if it were in the real life, this is probably it because it's very dark and there's some stuff that you wouldn't believe they actually did on the show, and it still happens. But yeah, there's so many characters. I still don't know exactly what characters are gonna live or die or what their importance is. But it's still very engaging. Like you don't get confused and feel like you're out of it. You still understand that's going on, and you still feel involved in the story. And there's also one mystery, a giant mystery that's lingering. It's the the spaceship type of thing that's on this planet, and nobody knows what it is, right? And they kind of assume that it's alien, but it's closed and nobody can get to it. And it has a force field, so nobody can get to it, and nobody knows what it is. So that's kind of a lingering mystery right now, and maybe they answer that in the future. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in
So
there.
is this an Apple show?
Yes,
Okay, so obviously the production and the camera quality is going to be
it's
top
it's
tier. Going to be
absolutely
brilliant.
unbelievable. Like the sets are so big, and I don't even know if it's entirely CGI, but it looks so good. The scale is massive. Like you cannot even imagine. Like they are definitely going for a massive scale, and it shows. The quality is
Okay,
amazing.
so I haven't watched the trailers for Foundation, and I've yet to watch the first episode. And I'm seeing some of these images that you have on the screen now, and it does look. Some of the shots look pretty interesting, but the costumes look a bit off to me and stuff like that. So, like, I'm not really that interested right now. I'll just watch Star Wars if that's the case. But is there action in
Yeah.
this? Is there really interesting characters to get
Yep.
behind that you want to see succeed? What's the score like? Just touch a few of those
The
things.
score is okay. I didn't think it was that good. I watched this show called Star Trek Discovery, and it kind of gives me that vibe, but the score is not as good. But the scale is very big, and the VFX is top tier. You wouldn't even see this, in some movies, and it's here. And it just blows your mind. The acting is amazing. It's kind of a mix of Westworld and Star Wars, but darker, and some type of shows like that. I think you would definitely be interested in this because it's very intriguing and very interesting what's going on. And some people might just be lost in the first episode because you don't know what's going on. But yeah, it would definitely pull you in. It's because it's so interesting.
And is there kind of vibes to
Oh
Krypton
yeah,
and Man of
oh
Steel
yeah,
and that kind of
yeah,
scenario? Because David S. Goyer wrote this show Foundation, and he also wrote Man of Steel. I think he did a few episodes of
yeah.
Krypton, or one episode of Krypton. Or, yeah, but so is there similarities to the writing of what we got to see in the opening sequence of Man of
The
Steel?
writing is very much better here than Krypton. I think Krypton kind of moved away from what Goyer was trying to do. That's what I heard.
He only did one episode. I think it was the pilot.
Yeah.
He just did the pilot
So I think
episode.
they moved away from him, but the aesthetic is kind of still there in Krypton. Kind of, but on a very smaller scale. The look of it, and the feel of the grandness of the scale of the show is still there, but it's even bigger here, obviously. But yeah, I do think that there are a lot of his aspects here, especially in the writing. He just goes very, very deep here. And yeah, from Man of Steel also, it definitely is a lot of that Giger esque elements that are in the design. It's here as well, but I don't know. It's way bigger than even that. you know.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. And the good thing about it is there's the first three episodes are up, so you can watch the first three. If you don't like it after that, you don't have to really stay with the show.
Yeah.
Three episodes should be enough to figure out whether you're into that world that they're trying to build. So I'll give it a chance. I'll watch it, but I wanted to sit down and really concentrate because I seen that David Goyer was one of the writers, and I'm expecting something different. Because he's written some of my favorite movies. So yeah, I will definitely sit down and watch this, and it's on Apple TV if anyone wants to check it out. But I don't hear much buzz online
Yeah.
about it at the
Neither
minute.
neither do I. Maybe people will
Yeah,
start watching it after the whole season is out, or maybe it's not getting much attention because it's on Apple TV. But they are doing a very, very good job in creating a library of original content that's top tier quality, like HBO. Right? They don't have many things to advertise yet, but the some of them they have are top tier. I think Defending Jacob was pretty amazing. Ted Lasso is a very, very popular one, which actually was a WB thing at first, and they sold it to Apple TV apparently.
yeah.
But yeah, Ted Lasso is a very popular one. There's another one that I'm forgetting. Um,
The morning show,
The Morning Show, yes,
the
but I was
morning
gonna say
show,
Servant, M
and then
Night's Servant. That's also pretty
Servant,
good. Um, and there's another one.
C, Jason
Yeah,
Momoa.
see, I haven't seen C, and I have heard mixed
Then
reviews for that though.
there's yeah,
For All
All for
Mankind,
Mankind as
right?
well.
That one. That one is
All
that
for
that
Mankind,
one is
yeah.
also one that is pretty amazing. So yeah, they are creating some very, very, very fantastic stuff here. Like you cannot imagine this is coming from a streaming service, and even they have now Scorsese movies and all that stuff. So yeah, um, Apple TV is definitely playing the game in a very good way. They have top tier content. And also, just before we end this, Lee Pace is amazing. Like he always is, he's amazing in this. He plays Ronan in the MCU.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. That's cool. I wouldn't have known that because he's covered in makeup
Yeah,
and
he
stuff like
talks like
that. But
Ronan here.
no, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, makes it more makes it maybe it's connected to the MCU.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was our review of Foundation. I would definitely love for you to check out more, and we can discuss further then, because I definitely need to talk to someone about this, but I have no one to talk to about this except maybe Ben, because nobody's watching it.
Yeah.